Have you ever wondered how long you'll really live after turning 70? Maybe you think you've already got it figured out. But here's the thing. Your years after 70 are shaped by more than just genes. There are unexpected factors that can either add years to your life or take them away. What if I told you that simple choices you make every day could drastically impact how many healthy years you have left? We're not talking about the obvious stuff like exercise or diet, although those matter too. Today we're diving into 5 surprising, lesser-known factors that could either add or subtract years from your life after 70. Whether you're already in your 70s or just planning for your future, you'll be shocked at how these factors are quietly shaping your fate. Stick with us, because some of these may surprise you. You're not going to want to miss this. Imagine being 70 but feeling as vibrant and energetic as you did in your 50s. It sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not as far-fetched as it seems. In fact, there are hidden factors at play that can dramatically extend your life, or, surprisingly, shorten it. Today, we're going to uncover the 5 surprising factors that could either give you more years or take them away after 70. And you won't believe how simple changes can make all the difference. As we age, it's easy to think that the number of years we have left is mostly determined by the life we've led so far. But that's only part of the story. Genetics play a role, yes, but they're far from the only players in this complex equation. Your lifestyle, environment, and even your mindset can dramatically shift the trajectory of your aging process. So, what are the unexpected factors that could influence how long you live after turning 70? Let's dive into the first one. 1. The power of social connections. We all know that humans are social creatures. But did you know that having strong social connections can extend your life? Research shows that people who have a close-knit group of friends and family members actually tend to live longer than those who are isolated. The American Academy of Neurology found that isolation, loneliness, and lack of social support can lead to serious health problems, including cognitive decline, depression, and even heart disease. In fact, studies have shown that social isolation can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So, what does this mean for your future? If you want to add years to your life after 70, it's not just about having good physical health. It's also about surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people. The simple act of engaging in social activities, whether it's meeting with friends, joining a community group, or even chatting with your neighbors, can significantly increase your chances of living a longer, healthier life. But it's not just about quantity, it's also about the quality of your relationships. People who feel connected, valued, and supported are better equipped to handle the stresses of aging. They have a sense of purpose, which is another key factor in longevity. Those who feel isolated or disconnected often suffer from higher levels of stress, which can have a major impact on their health. So, if you're looking to extend your years, consider making an effort to strengthen your social circle. It's not just good for your emotional well-being, it's good for your physical health too. 2. The role of sleep. Another surprisingly impactful factor in how long you live after 70 is the quality of your sleep. As we age, our sleep patterns often change. We might find ourselves waking up earlier, sleeping less deeply, or experiencing more disruptions throughout the night. This is especially true for people who suffer from conditions like sleep apnea, which can lead to fragmented, low-quality sleep. But did you know that poor sleep can actually be a major risk factor for a shorter lifespan? The National Sleep Foundation recommends that adults aged 65 and older get at least 7-8 hours of sleep per night. Yet studies have shown that around 1/3 of older adults don't meet this requirement, which may be linked to a host of serious health issues. Chronic sleep deprivation has been associated with an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even early death. It's not just about the number of hours you sleep. It's also about the quality of that sleep. Deep, restorative sleep is essential for brain health, immune function, and overall vitality. In addition, sleep plays a crucial role in memory consolidation and emotional regulation. A study published in the journal Sleep found that individuals who got better sleep had better cognitive function and were less likely to experience depression. On the flip side, those who consistently struggled with poor sleep, simple lifestyle changes like setting a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and reducing exposure to blue light before bed can work wonders. You might also want to consult with a healthcare provider if you suspect an underlying condition like sleep apnea that's affecting your rest. 3. Your daily habits. Yes, the little things matter. When it comes to longevity, it's often the small, seemingly insignificant daily habits that make all the difference. Whether it's taking the stairs instead of the elevator, making healthier food choices, or getting in some light exercise, the consistency of your habits adds up over time. In fact, studies have shown that people who engage in small, positive habits regularly are more likely to live longer and enjoy better health after 70. For example, researchers have found that a healthy diet, particularly one that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, can significantly reduce the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. It's not about being perfect every day. It's about consistently making better choices. The same goes for physical activity. You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights, but regular movement, like walking, swimming, or yoga, can have a major impact on your overall health. What's even more surprising is that the little mental habits you practice daily can also play a role in how long you live. People who engage in regular mental exercises, like puzzles, reading, or even just learning new things, tend to have better cognitive function as they age. Staying mentally active can help prevent cognitive decline and even stave off conditions like Alzheimer's disease. If you've ever heard the saying, "use it or lose it," it applies to both your body and your brain. 4. Environmental factors. Pollution, climate, and geography. You may have noticed that some places on Earth are home to people who live longer, healthier lives than others. These blue zones, areas where people live disproportionately long and healthy lives, include places like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy. While genetics certainly play a role, environmental factors like air quality, climate, and geography are also significant. For example, living in areas with high levels of air pollution has been shown to shorten life expectancy. Chronic exposure to pollutants like fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, can increase the risk of respiratory diseases, heart disease, and even premature death. Conversely, living in areas with clean air, mild temperatures, and access to outdoor activities can significantly add years to your life expectancy. On the other hand, geography also plays a role in how easy it is to live a healthy lifestyle. In some areas, people have easy access to fresh, healthy food, public parks, and social opportunities, all of which contribute to longevity. In other places, food deserts, limited healthcare access, and dangerous neighborhoods can take a toll on one's health. 5. Attitude and mindset. Finally, one of the most surprising factors in determining how long you'll live after 70 is your attitude and mindset. It turns out that optimism, resilience, and a positive outlook on life can significantly influence your life expectancy. Studies have shown that people who are optimistic and have a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. This might sound cliché, but it's backed by science. A study published in Psychological Science found that optimists had a 14% lower risk of dying during the study period compared to pessimists. The reason? Optimistic people are more likely to take better care of themselves, engage in healthier behaviors, and bounce back from adversity. They're also better at managing stress, which is key for reducing inflammation and preventing chronic diseases. A strong sense of purpose is also linked to a longer life. In fact, research from the Harvard School of Public Health found that people with a sense of purpose, whether through their work, family, or hobbies, are less likely to suffer from serious health issues like heart disease and stroke. It's clear that your mindset, outlook, and sense of purpose can be just as important as your physical health when it comes to longevity. Now, let's take a moment to think about what we've just uncovered. Social connections, sleep quality, daily habits, environmental factors, and even your mindset. Each of these elements play a critical role in how many years you'll live after turning 70. But here's the thing. While these factors are essential, there's more to the story. Some things in life are completely out of your control. But there are other surprising factors that can alter your fate, and these might be even more powerful than you think. You see, sometimes it's not the obvious factors that make the biggest difference, but rather those hidden, unexpected variables. Stick with me, because we're about to dive into what could truly be game-changing when it comes to your longevity. 6. The surprising impact of financial stability. While money can't buy happiness, it can certainly buy peace of mind. And that peace of mind might just add years to your life after 70. Financial stability is often overlooked when it comes to longevity, but the link between money and health is much stronger than you might realize. It's not about being a millionaire. It's about having the financial resources to access health care, maintain a comfortable living situation, and avoid the stress of financial instability. Studies have shown that people who have financial security tend to have better health outcomes as they age. They're more likely to afford regular doctor visits, necessary medications, and preventative care. They can also maintain a higher quality of life by living in safer neighborhoods, eating healthier, and participating in activities that promote well-being. On the flip side, financial stress can take a significant toll on your health. Constant worry about money can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and depression, all of which can contribute to heart disease, digestive issues, and even shorten life expectancy. So, what does this mean for your future? While wealth is not the key to longevity, finding ways to achieve financial stability, whether through saving, investing, or seeking out financial advice, can make a world of difference in your quality of life and longevity. 7. The impact of purposeful work or hobbies. You might be thinking, I'm retired now, so I don't need to worry about work anymore. But let me tell you, having a purpose after retirement is crucial. Many people who live longer, healthier lives after 70 have one thing in common. They continue to engage in purposeful activities. For some, it's volunteer work. For others, it's pursuing a hobby like painting, having something meaningful to do every day, something that brings you joy, a sense of accomplishment, or even a way to give back to others, can add not just years to your life, but also quality to those years. There's a fascinating concept called ikigai, a Japanese word that translates to a reason for being. In places like Okinawa, where the life expectancy is among the highest in the world, the locals often attribute their longevity to having a clear sense of purpose. Whether it's tending to their garden, helping others in the community, or simply taking care of themselves, they find fulfillment in something meaningful. This sense of purpose is crucial because it keeps you mentally engaged, provides structure to your day, and can foster a deep sense of satisfaction. Research from the National Institutes of Health found that people with a strong sense of purpose are less likely to develop conditions like Alzheimer's disease, and they're more likely to enjoy a higher quality of life as they age. So, what's the takeaway here? It's never too late to find something that excites you, gives you purpose, and keeps you engaged. Whether you decide to take up a new hobby, volunteer your time, or even start a new business venture, staying purpose-driven can have a massive impact on how long you live and how well you age. 8. The importance of mental health. Another surprising factor that can determine how long you'll live after 70 is the state of your mental health. We tend to focus a lot on physical health, diet, exercise, sleep, but mental health is just as crucial for longevity. Chronic mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and chronic stress can increase the risk of physical health problems like heart disease, high blood pressure, and even early death. In fact, studies have found that depression is strongly linked to shorter life expectancy, particularly among older adults. The reason is that depression doesn't just affect how you feel emotionally. It also has a significant impact on your physical health. Depressed individuals tend to have poorer sleep quality, weakened immune systems, and higher levels of inflammation, all of which can shorten life expectancy. So, what can you do to maintain good mental health as you age? The key is staying mentally active and emotionally resilient. That could mean anything from practicing mindfulness and meditation to seeking professional help when needed. It's also about finding ways to cope with life's challenges in a healthy way, whether through hobbies, social connections, or physical activity. Fortunately, mental health is something that can be improved with effort. Therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes can help manage depression and anxiety, leading to a healthier, longer life. Staying positive and focusing on what you can control, like your mindset and daily habits, can also have a profound effect on your mental and physical well-being. 9. The link between mobility and longevity. You might not realize it, but your ability to move freely, to walk, stretch, and stay active is one of the best indicators of how long you live after 70. As we age, our mobility tends to decrease, which can lead to a variety of health issues, from muscle atrophy to chronic pain and increased risk of falls. However, maintaining mobility throughout life is one of the most powerful ways to ensure you live a long and healthy life. In fact, studies have shown that those who maintain regular physical activity, even in older age, have a significantly higher chance of living a longer life. Physical activity doesn't have to mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It can simply mean walking daily, doing light stretching, or engaging in low-impact exercises like swimming or yoga. These activities help maintain muscle mass, bone density, and joint flexibility, which are all crucial for maintaining independence as you age. What's even more surprising is that mobility can have a direct impact on mental health. People who maintain their ability to move freely tend to have better cognitive function, lower levels of stress, and a more positive outlook on life. So, if you want to add years to your life, take care of your body's mobility. Small changes, like taking regular walks or doing some light stretching each day, can go a long way in ensuring you stay healthy, strong, and independent. You've seen how seemingly small factors like social connections, sleep, financial stability, and staying active can add years to your life. But here's the catch. It's not about one thing in isolation. It's about integrating all of these factors into your daily routine. Your longevity is shaped by your lifestyle choices, mindset, and the way you approach aging. The power lies in taking control of the elements you can influence, even when life's uncertainties are out of your hands. By making small, consistent changes in how you live today, you could add years, and quality years, to your life after 70. But the most surprising factor of all, the role you play in your own story. So, let's look at how you can continue shaping your future, starting today. Now that we've explored some of the most surprising factors that could influence your life after 70, you might be wondering, what other unexpected factors are there? Well, we've only scratched the surface. It turns out there are other surprising elements, some of which are so subtle that most people never even consider them. These factors can either add or take away years from your life in ways you never expected. For instance, did you know that your daily routines, even the seemingly mundane ones, could play a huge role in your life expectancy? Or how about the types of friendships you build as you age? It's not just about the number of people you know, but the quality of those relationships that could make all the difference. And what about travel? Studies suggest that regular travel can actually improve your mental health and extend your lifespan. And here's something that might truly shock you. Certain unexpected stressors, things that you wouldn't even think of as stressful, might be quietly shortening your life. It's the little stuff that adds up over time, from workplace stress to managing daily household chores, that can put a strain on your body and mind. So, what's the real key to longevity? The hidden forces you don't always notice, but which, when understood and addressed, can make a world of difference. Stick around as we dive deeper into these little-known factors, and you'll be amazed at how much control you truly have over your own lifespan. You've heard about the power of social connections, sleep, and daily habits. You've seen how financial stability, mobility, and purpose can impact your life expectancy. But here's the plot twist. There's one factor, a seemingly insignificant, often overlooked element, that might be the most powerful of all when it comes to how long you live after 70. It's your attitude toward aging itself. Yes, you heard that right. How you perceive growing older could have more of an impact than any of the other factors we've discussed so far. A study from the Yale School of Public Health found that people with a positive outlook on aging lived an average of 7.5 years longer than those with a negative view. The reason? People who embrace aging with a positive attitude are more likely to take better care of themselves, engage in healthier behaviors, and experience less stress. On the other hand, those who fear aging or see it as a downhill slope tend to experience faster cognitive decline, more physical health problems, and a greater risk of premature death. So, could your perspective on aging truly be the secret to living longer? The research suggests that it very well could be. But how exactly can you shift your mindset to unlock those extra years? Let's find out. Now that we've discovered just how much your mindset about aging can impact your lifespan, it's time to dive into how you can put all of this into action. The good news is that it doesn't take a radical overhaul of your life. Small, intentional changes, along with shifting your mindset, can have a profound effect on how many years you live, and how enjoyable those years are. The first step is embracing aging with a positive attitude. It's easy to think of getting older as a decline, but instead of seeing it as the end of your journey, try viewing it as a new chapter. One that brings wisdom, freedom, and new opportunities. Shift your perspective to focus on the things you can do, rather than what you might not be able to do anymore. This could mean trying new hobbies, taking up physical activities you never thought possible, or even pursuing goals that you had set aside in your younger years. You might be surprised at how many doors open up when you start approaching life with curiosity and excitement instead of fear and limitation. Now that you know the surprising factors that can influence how long you'll live after 70, it's time to take control of your future. The power to add years to your life is in your hands, and it all starts with making small intentional changes today. Whether it's embracing a positive attitude toward aging, strengthening your social connections, or prioritizing your health, the choices you make now can have a profound impact on your future. So, don't wait for tomorrow. Start today by taking a step toward a healthier, longer, and more fulfilling life. Commit to adopting a mindset that celebrates aging and the opportunities it brings. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family, because when it comes to living longer, we all need to work together. Subscribe for more tips on how to live your best life, and let's continue this journey toward longevity, one step at a time.